Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. I'm Brett. In my hands is Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol issues number 17 and 18. Now, Combat Patrol is a magazine between Hachette and Games Workshop that takes you through the Warhammer 40,000 hobby. Unlike previous magazines, this one's a little bit different in that you get 9 combat patrols as opposed to 2 armies. Yes, that's 9 different forces, 9 different armies. It's a little combat patrol plus a little bit extra, like 1 unit extra. Starting off, the first 2 that we get is Space Marines and Tyranids. And we're actually coming towards the end of that. I think each one's going to be roughly 20 issues to get you through the entire Combat Patrol. And in these 2 issues, 17 to 18, is part 1 and 2, getting you 2 Termagants and a Ripper Swarm. Basically, with the Space Marines, you got kind of like the beginning of one of the starter boxes. I don't remember exactly which. A lot of forces off of that when it comes to the Tyranids and Space Marines. So, units that most people have already. It doesn't really get interesting until we start getting to other armies, but, you gotta get through this stuff first. So we're gonna go through some issue number 17 and 18. One's clearly gonna be painting, one's gonna be putting it together, they're gonna be rules. It's gonna be interesting to see what is mixed around in which magazine. Going through 17, we get the how to put them together. A little background on the Imperium, it looks like a little bit of a high fleet as well. We get a story, which a lot of them have, and then command points, how to use them, and then a scenario to go and play the game. So pretty basic setup as far as a magazine, nothing too crazy. Issue 19, we're getting the Parasite of Mortrek. As I said, this is going to be the extra figure that's going to make the finish off the Combat Patrol, I believe. This one's going to have the painting. It'll be interesting to see what else is in this magazine. Hive Worlds, we get some background. Death Worlds, we get a little Catachan action. Successor chapters, kind of cool. A bit more about Tyranids, and then rules. This one, data sheet abilities. And then we wrap it up with a scenario to go use your new figures. Again, pretty standard magazine. Obviously, this one has the painting. The other one has the put together of how put the stuff together. Let's see here. We got more factions join the fight. It looks like we're going to get Eldari and then Chaos Space Marines next. Eldari looks pretty interesting. It looks like we get, your Guardians expected, some Wraith Guard, some Jet Bikes. Was it the Wraith Lord? Looks like a nice beginner Eldari force. Space Marines, a little bit harder to see exactly what we get. Looks like some Terminators, regular Space Marines. Was it the Possession? Maybe that's a possessed figures as well. And then it looks like a Hellbrute. So interesting combination. Our final issues, let's see here, 19 to 20, we get 19 is the Parasite, 20 is the Chaplain on Bike. I believe the Chaplain wraps up this this group of armies, so that should be everything. As far as value, the Termagants go for about $45. If you subscribe, it should be about $45 for the 2, including shipping and taxes, so you're going to about break even. If you're buying it off the shelf, it's $14.99 an issue. I haven't really been figuring it out, like with taxes and all that stuff. So you're going to make out a little bit more because you're only be paying like $30 plus taxes. So even if that's 10%, it's another $3. So that's looking at $33 for 45. So you're going to save $12 if you're buying the individual issues, and even you get both of them. So we're keeping, as I said, we're keeping track of everything, the value as per individual issues, the value of everything overall. As I said, this is going to be a dual issue, so we'll be doing this together. The last out of this box, which is wave 5 of releases for us, is the special. It should be, I believe, a Dreadnought and one of the larger Tyranid figures. I don't remember what the other one is. It's going to wrap things up, and that's really where the subscription is going to start getting the values, those extra figures, since you're not going to be able to get that in the issue by issue, and that's kind of free since that's built into the overall price and the way we're tracking it. If you want your own and subscribe, we got links underneath this video. You go and subscribe, get it. I believe it's still open for subscriptions, or you can roll the dice and try to get individual issues and just get the issues you want. As always, if you want the latest game news, check us out at BoardGameToday.com. And of course, we're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Board Game Today, keeping it nice, consistent. Until next time, keep rolling that dice and get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do right here on video, but you can go and check us out at boardgametoday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.